So happy Sunday. I just want to make a quick update. Nothing has basically changed since the update yesterday, but yeah, it's Sunday, so often we get some manipulative price action on a Sunday, while the Saturday is very quiet, and that's especially what we've seen this weekend because the volume, as we can see right here, there is almost no volume, and that's also what the price action is showing. It's literally doing nothing. So yeah, just quickly going into the levels. We had that range high deviation, or not, yeah, I wouldn't call it a deviation because deviation takes a bit more time. This was just a sweep and a quick sell-off. And since then we have this downward spool with the 1 hour market structure going down like this, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, where we swept the lows right there, and then we got that push up. But price never managed to break the 1 hour downtrend and instead put in an SFP, so a swing failure of that market structure level. And since then, price has basically been in this very tight, choppy range where nothing has happened. So let's zoom in a bit more. What did we had? We had that sweep right here on New York Open, which is always a an hour to look for potential manipulation moves. So here we had that internal structure going down like this. And here we broke structure to bullish, getting an alert there. And then price pushed up where we had a 1, 2, 3 local model 1 distribution, taking out the technical target right here. After which we got that lower high, take out this liquidity, but failed to break structure. So that was what happened Thursday and Friday, and right now we have this choppy range where nothing happened. Well, at least a very tight range. You could have traded it a little bit, because if you look at structure right here, you could have drawn a range like this from high to low right here, then hit high, sweep of the high. So you could say this is your tap 1, this is your tap 2, this is tap 1 at the lows. And then if you went really low time frame, you could have traded the deviations, because here you had deviation of the range high, you broke internal structure to bearish right here, bearish boss, and then price moved towards the range low right here, took out the range low, and then moved towards the range high again, where price is currently at. But this is all, not worth trading it, in my opinion, because there is almost no volume. It's also around the point of control of this volume profile pool. So this is all, not worth trading it, in my opinion. So I always wanted to trade with some higher volume. So my main plan is still the same, which is to look for potential shorts in this supply zone, where we had that manipulative move. And then here you can see you had that, this move, bounce up and then aggressive move down, leaving behind supply. So any move into that level with some structure, with structure I mean you get a move this higher low, higher high, and then break structure back to bearish, then you can then I am interested in potential shorts back towards sell side liquidity, mainly this low right here, this low, and this low, because this is easy liquidity to grab. And then eventually we have this ultimate low. But from here, if we take out this sell side liquidity, that's where I'm interested in longs if I get a market structure confirmation similar to here, but then in the opposite direction, of course. And mainly taking out this low, because I believe if we break below this low, that we then can go quite a lot lower towards the bad monthly open, which is located right here. For now, I just have alerts at this supply and at this sell side liquidity. Or let me put an alert right there. If we zoom out a bit, on the way up, we have some supply zones left behind where we can look for potential lower high formations if they present themselves. And if we look, for example, from the volume profile from low to high here to here, price is accepted back in the value area high. So this is potential deviation. Accept us back in the value area. So this is a field action until proven otherwise. So that's why I'm interested in potential shorts here. Target this level. If we don't get a bullish structure break, then I'm looking for the point of control, monthly open, and value area low. If we manage to break above this local supply, then I'm looking for potentially for longs on a backtest, something like this, because that could mean that this was a deviation, but it was like a very tiny sweep of this high. So yeah, I doubt how strong it is. So if we manage to flip this local supply zone, then this could potentially be a local, yeah, like a fake out below the value area high. And then if you show strength here, then I think we could make a move all the way back to these highs, and then potentially for a better distribution anywhere in 96 to 97k. So that's basically the levels I'm looking at for coming week. And then, yeah, for now I'm waiting for some volume to come in to see what happens around this supply or what happens after taking out some sell side liquidity. We can also quickly look here. What is this data telling us? CVD is flat, spot buying picked some up since Friday, but yeah, also not really telling much, and open interest is pretty dead, just as the price action this weekend. So yeah, not too much happening right now, so I'm waiting for volume to kick in. What is the TPO chart telling us? This is still, this is also around the monthly open and the bad monthly open and all that liquidity right here, where we have some poor lows and a point of control left behind. So as said, if we break this weekend lows or last Friday lows, then this is my next POI, where we take out the monthly open, and then I'm interested in longs again. More locally, yeah, this is all not too interesting in my opinion, until we flip, like last week's point of control. So nothing too exciting here. For now, patiently waiting for some action. Quick look at the market cap USDT, where we have this range, but a local accumulation here took out the range high, and since then, it's like the opposite of BTC, where this is a lot of liquidity on the upside. If we look at the 1 hour, you can see that price is like this: low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then here broke structure, locally back to bullish. But if you look at that structure, this from low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, then this is like the main upwards structure pool. And then we see that price took out that level, so an SFP for now, and then started this range. So in my opinion, a pretty crucial area to see what happens from here. Because if you look at this low, high, lower low, this was supply. So let's delete it for now. This was supply, and that was flipped right there. So basically you can say this was supply right here that got flipped. So let's say it's the flip zone, and currently it's holding above. So yeah, if we manage to hold this range, then I wouldn't be surprised to see further upside on USDT. And then that could cause a pretty easy move higher, because from above this current high, there is not any supply we could reject off, because this is all buy side liquidity. So which means that if you get above here, it can be a pretty quick rotation all the way up to all that buy side liquidity that's resting there. So that's what I'm watching. For now, I have alerts at high and at the low, and see what happens here. Also, similar as Bitcoin. Since Friday, basically market has been pretty dead. So now waiting for an alert right here or right there to get triggered, and then see what price action gives. That's the quick Sunday update. Maybe I will upload another video later today or tomorrow if we get some action, because for now, not too much to say beside this. So thanks for watching. Don't take any trades if you are not sure what you are doing here, because volume is very low. So often better to wait for volume to kick in and then see what happens. Usually Sunday is manipulative, so yeah, don't push the pedal or the gas too much when the markets are open. So on Monday, probabilities increase again. So yeah, there's no need to rush anything, in my opinion. Thanks for watching, and happy trading as always.